And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Do apologize for the long break, but we've returned. We've returned here with the lower bracket finals of the Patches TLMC21 Bash number 2. Again, this tournament is designed to feature the new maps, specifically the new maps in the map pool, and we are going to be jumping into another one of these newer maps. Going to be jumping into Title Citadel. Here we go. Again, it's really unfortunate that the other online tournaments did not decide to actually incorporate the newer maps, despite them being around for 3 weeks. So that is unfortunate. That is a bit of a disappointment. From my understanding, this week finally, I believe, Pixar Cup and Monday Night Weeklies are going to be incorporating the new maps, but it is a little bit too late because voting ends at the end of the week. Like, voting is just about to wrap up. Like, so it is a bit of a shame with that, just because I do think it's really important to showcase the new maps as quickly and as soon as possible, as much as possible, just to give people a good idea as to what maps they enjoy, what maps they don't, coming into the voting period of the TLMC. So it is a bit of a shame, but I also appreciate that Patches did decide to host his own tournament to showcase and to feature these new maps. And here we go, spawning in the top left hand corner of Title Citadel, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss player himself, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. As a reminder, this is going to be a best of 1. I was not fully aware of this, but apparently the lower bracket is purely best of 1s. No best of 3 lower bracket finals or anything like that. So it all comes down to one singular game between these two to find out who will advance on to face off against Skillus in the next round. Let's go. Let us go. So now we are going to be opening up. 2-gate opener from Krystianer, 2-gate opener from Gerald. We have seen Krystianer embrace and make use of proxy pylons time and time again. This time he does send the probe across the map. He does not hide on any corner of the map this time. Looks like we don't really have a setup for a proxy pylon or a fake proxy pylon specifically. Not this time. Coming into this series, they do lean towards Krystianer, but they do trade back and forth, like Gerald and Krystianer. Krystianer did just beat Gerald in the previous best of 3, but went all the way to the ace match, and we can very easily see this going the other way as well. Typically, Krystianer is more aggressive. He's typically the more aggressive of the two. Typically more in your face. We'll see if that trend continues. So now we do have our opener, double adept opener out of Krystianer. Meanwhile, Gerald going Sentry Expand. A bit of a greedier build here by Gerald. There we go. Because of he only goes for a single unit, he does afford a faster expansion, so greedier build out of Gerald. Very greedy. Does pylon blocker across the map as well. Because of the double adept opener, it takes a lot longer to deal with the pylon. And Krystianer committing into a 3rd and 4th adept as well. Okay. Just doubling down. Building up more adepts. As Krystianer shades across the map, we have another set of adepts on the way, so building up to 6. Committing quite hard. And we'll see what he can get done. Gerald, he's in position. Once you build enough adepts up, then a pylon or a shield barrier won't be enough to really stop the tide and stop the mass shade of adept. But we'll see how hard Krystianer commits. Focus in. Gerald doesn't engage ahead of time. Very nice force fields. Gets 1. Yeah, 1 adept goes down. Down to 3. And we end up trading here. Once again, nice control. Gerald, he pulls away the sentry. Does save it. Does preserve it. We'll lose 1. And should lose the other as well, but these are rough trades for Krystianer. Ay. Gets a sentry, but he will lose all 4 adepts, or at least he should. And 1 more shot. Oof, does go down. And Gerald, he holds. He holds well, and we're still making more adepts, by the way. We got 2, we got another 2, we got another 2 on the way. Oh, sorry, 4 in total. And Krystianer, he gets in. Ooh, that should not have happened. That should not have happened. He does get in. Gerald, he was late to wall up, late to react. Tilted up, second one-shot probes. And so far, it's going to be 3, 4 probes going down. Can we get 5? He's going for it. Oh, yeah, 5, 6 probe kills. More adepts they get into the natural, and Gerald is being pulled apart. Ay, ay, ay. Initially, Gerald had a good start. Initially. But not anymore. Not like this. Does 9 mining at the natural. There's no defensive units, but there we go. There's the warp in. In the end, 8 probes go down for Gerald, and Krystianer, he will lose 1. He'll lose 1 probe. With that, Krystianer takes a massive lead. Look at the worker count here. Krystianer is up by 10 probes. Oh, Adept gets in. That should not have happened. Okay, gets another probe kill. And another. 2 probes go down. Late reactions here by Krystianer. He was out of position. 3 probes. This should not have happened. And something. Oh, hello. Krystianer. Now, Krystianer is still in a better position, but he will lose the position in the main. Will save the adepts. Does pull away. And Gerald is holding. Gerald is holding, and thanks to his own harass, he's still in this. He's still behind, but still holding on. More adepts on the way. Again, as long as we have a pair of adepts on the map, we can always recover economically. But as time goes on, Krystianer's army is getting bigger and bigger. It's going to be more difficult to get economic damage. Not impossible, but difficult. Unfortunately, because of the dynamic of PvP, I don't think this really showcases the map too much. As Gerald, he's going for the linear third. Okay. I don't think I'd ever expected a player to take this expansion, but let's go. So let's go for the linear third base. Instead of the triangular third, I mean. Swinging towards his opponent. Gerald who lose both adepts. Stalkers able to get to the main. They do depower the gates. Okay. Depowers the gateways, and Krystianer is building up his immortal count. A third immortal's on the way. Charge +1. He's just building up into the mid game. Gerald instead, if you notice, he did actually start Glaives for a moment, but he does cancel. Cancels Glaives. Adepts they shaded once again. Oof. They get another 3 probes. 4? Okay, 3. Another 3 probes go down. It's gonna better start here for Krystianer. And what does God have to work with? Jesus, he has a massive Stalker army. Getting it to 17 Stalkers. In a head-on fight, I do favor Krystianer because of the Immortals, but Krystianer, he has a less mobile army. And Gerald, he can just go straight for the main. Yeah, he can just blink straight into the main base. He sees the army. What's the plan? Where are we going? Where are we headed? As Krystianer, he has no idea where Gerald is. Krystianer, he moves out. As he moves out, Gerald, he moves in. Oh! Okay, he's moving in. Actually, coming in from behind. Okay, there we go. Does hit the natural. And there's no energy for a recall. Not at the natural, at least. Yeah, not on the main either, so there's no recall. We're going for the base raid. We commit to the base raid, and Gerald, he does hit first. Gets into the mineral line. Probe's going to be going down. And again, this is the best chance for Gerald to win this game. Is the base raid. He could never fight this head on. Krystianer now pushing into the natural. There's the recall. Oh, he recalls back home. Shield batteries are not yet done. There's only 1 shield battery. The Immortals are moving in. It's a massive warping of Zealots. Gerald, can he hold on? Again, I'm not in love with the recall here just because there are so many Immortals. Warpings are continuing. Krystianer, he still has mining. He still has an economy. And Gerald is trying to make a stand. Blinks in, gets 1. Ooh, barely does not. The Immortal survives. Extra DPS. And Krystianer, he's done it. Yeah, Krystianer, he has done it. As we mentioned, Gerald, he could never fight this head on. He chose to recall. He chose not to get into the base trade. As we mentioned, that was probably the best chance for Gerald. Not saying he would have won, but that was like the highest chance of winning. as the natural has been broken. And Krystianer, he can just force his way into the main. He can force his way in. Oof. Yeah, Sentry goes down. There's one Immortal to defend. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he will take the game. He will take the series 1-0. GG. Whew, GG, well played. He will claim it. Again, Gerald, he just had a really shaky start. He fell behind economically. He lost so many probes. That's why eventually he was all in. He was committed with Mass Blink Stalker. He did have a more mobile composition, and I did like the idea of him waiting for the move out and then moving in and then hitting the natural. Remember, he was the first to initiate the base trade, but he did decide to recall. He decided to recall back home, and as we saw, he wasn't quite able to, he didn't have the army to actually defend, so it was a rough decision there. And again, not saying that if he didn't recall he would have won, not at all, but I feel like that probably would have been his best chance, his best opportunity. Regardless, GG, well played. And with that, we're now getting into the grand finals. It's going to be a best of 7, I believe. Jesus, oh my god. Hold on.